much for joining the state's first virtual job expo. I'm State Senator Melinda Bush. I'm so excited to be joined by Congressman Brad Schneider, a number of our great manufacturing employers, and all of you, the hardworking people of Lake County. While this is our first virtual job expo, we've hosted a job fair for the past 8 years. Even though convening in large groups isn't safe this year, we knew, we wanted, in fact, we needed a way to still make sure we could host a job fair. During these past 6 months, people across Lake County and the state of Illinois as a whole have been put out of work due to the ongoing public health crisis. I've heard from people who've applied for dozens of jobs only to hear that a company has a hiring freeze due to the lack of funding. That changes today. Today, we're joined by 4 companies actively hiring people just like you. These 4 representatives from manufacturing companies are here to tell you about the openings they have to offer and the company benefits that come with those jobs. Should you be interested in applying to any of these jobs you hear about today, I encourage you to visit the email you received this morning with the Zoom link, where you're going to find links or email addresses to apply immediately. The role of manufacturing jobs in our society and in our economy is prominent. Those who work in manufacturing don't just get the thrill of working with their hands and seeing something tangible they produce every day. They're rewarded by providing financial stability to both their families and to our local economies. Manufacturing jobs are crucial for people who desire a steady job, consistent income, and great benefits. I'm so happy that each of you are here and joining us today. I hope you find a career that you love, and I hope you find it today. Thanks to our event partners, Congressman Brad Schneider, as always, great to partner with you, the Illinois Department of Employment Security, Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, the Job Center of Lake County, and Illinois workNet. I'm going to turn it over to you, Congressman Schneider, and again, always grateful to work with you.
Thank you, Senator Bush. Melinda, it is wonderful working with you. I'm glad we're able to do this in this difficult time. I'll come to that in a moment, but working with you in difficult times, working with you in other times is just been wonderful. I have to say, as well as we work together, we couldn't do what we do without our incredible staff, and I want to thank them for the work that they've done as well. And I'll just echo what you said in thanking the Illinois Department of Employment Security, Illinois Department of Commerce, Economic Opportunity, Job Center of Lake County, and Illinois workNet. We're grateful for all that you do, especially in these difficult times. To everyone watching, and we have quite a few people online today, I hope that you are managing through this pandemic. It is a burden on our entire country and our communities. But for people who are dealing with health crises or dealing with the economic impacts of this, it's truly a great challenge. We have in the past tried to do at least a couple of job fairs a year, sometimes more. We've done them at the community colleges. We've done them at the Zion Community Center. We've done them in Grays Lake. Obviously, with the pandemic, the physical realities changed. So we've organized this, the first ever virtual job expo, which brings with it other challenges. You may hear my phone ring in the background. I'll apologize for that. The pandemic's caused unprecedented unemployment throughout our state and our country. Entire industries have been forced to shut down. Other industries have only been able to partially open. Many people have been laid off. Many people have permanently lost their jobs. But there are companies that are looking to hire. In fact, today we are joined by more than 50 employers participating, not just today, but this entire week in the virtual job expo. And I am told that we have possibly more than 500 openings at all experience levels with these companies, so that there are opportunities. In today's conversation, we're going to focus on the manufacturing center. In Northern Illinois, where I represent, manufacturing is a critical industry. In fact, we're one of the top 10 congressional districts in the entire country when it comes to the concentration of manufacturing jobs. This is everything from medical equipment to high precision components for automobiles, space, and aircraft, many other things. It's estimated that every dollar in manufacturing in the nation generates more than $1.34 in economic activity, and I've seen that estimates of even higher. So by supporting manufacturing, we're growing our entire economy. Ideally, what I'd love to see in our economy is an economy that's driven by innovation, where we invent things here, manufacturing, where we make things here, and distribution, where we ship them around the country and around the world. Today, we're focusing on manufacturing. So in just a few moments, we're going to hear from several great employers about their openings. But I want to remind everyone listening that my office and Senator Bush's office, we're here to serve you. And we can do what we can to help you through difficult times. Members of my team are available to help you at any time. You can reach us by phone at 847-383-4870 or on our website, schneider.house.gov. My team's working remotely, but we're working, and we're here for you. We've helped fix issues with everything, dealing from the Veterans Affairs challenges, issues with getting a passport, Social Security, Medicare, and so much more. So if you have any issue, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And let me turn it over to Melinda. I don't know if you want to share your number for people to contact, and then we can move on.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're dealing with unemployment issues, dealing with the Illinois Department of Employment Security. You can call us at 847-548-5631, or you can send us an email at info@senatormelindabush.com. And that's SENETORMELINDABUSH.com. Yeah, and we're happy to, happy is probably not the right word. We are there to work with you and get whatever we can done for you. So anyway, thanks for that, Brad. And obviously, anytime we're dealing with issues that we don't deal with at the state level, we reach out to Congressman Schneider's office, and always you guys pick up the ball for us. Appreciate that. And I want to say, I would be remiss if I didn't say thanks to my staff too, because they make this happen. They just do. We tell them how important it is, and they make it happen. And really, thanks to your staff, thanks to my staff. And I think we're kind of ready to go then. So I get the honor to introduce our first employer today, and that is Abbott. And I think most people know who Abbott is if you live in Lake County. So Abbott is a global health leader. I think you all know that. And that helps people more fully live at all stages of their life. They're one of our largest employers in the state and certainly in Lake County. So I'm just going to turn it over to them if you guys want to take it away. And I'm so grateful to have Abbott with us today. Fabulous jobs, grateful for the relationship you have with your employees. So anyway, Abbott, if you can take it away.
Thank you, Senator Melinda Bush, and you summarized something very beautifully. So we are a global healthcare company, and so proud to be presenting Abbott today in this virtual job expo. Myself, Aparna Narayan, I'm here with my colleague, Lata Krishna Kumar. We both are part of the Global Talent Acquisition Organization here at Abbott. I'm based here in Illinois, where Abbott is headquartered at, and my colleague is based in California. So very excited to be part of the Virtual Job Expo. So if we were to go to the first slide, I would like to today talk a little bit about us as an organization, if you're not familiar with Abbott yet. And also we would like to give you some insight about the opportunities that we are looking to hire for today in Illinois. So as you can see from the slide, Abbott at a glance, and like the Senator put it, we are a global healthcare company that helps people live fully at all stages of their lives. So we are over 100,000 employees worldwide. We've been in business for 130 years, and we are one of the 52 companies from the original Fortune 500 list that still remains on that list even today. We have people across the globe helping us creating life-changing technologies, and we're present in over 160 countries worldwide. We have leading products and businesses in medical devices, diagnostics, nutritionals, and also in branded generic medicine in the emerging markets. And overall, we are over $30 billion in sales. Lata will do a deeper dive into some of our businesses and divisions in the next slide.
We go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So as Aparna gave you a high level of Abbott, I'll take a little bit more deeper dive into, no, the one before, please, the slide one before. We'll take a deeper dive into our different divisions. So we have medical device division, diabetes, nutrition, and branded generic pharma primarily outside the US. So within medical device, as you can see, we have cardiovascular care, really focusing on heart health with our stents that we make, the cardiac rhythm management products and structural heart products and things like that. And then another division is neuromodulation care. That's the technology for chronic pain and movement disorder management. So it's really cool technologies. And most of these are now on digital platforms as well. And our diabetes care division have the continuous glucose monitoring system. Some of you may have even heard about Freestyle Libre. That's one of the diabetes care product. Again, people with type 1, type 2 diabetes to manage their diabetes without having to do finger sticks. This is just kind of scanning with the phone, and they can find out their blood glucose level. So we have a lot of cool product from our device side. And our nutrition business is something people are probably more familiar with that you see out there. The Similac, the Pediasure, and the Pedialyte, and Zone Bars. Those are some to name, and more there as well, in the nutrition line. And diagnostics have point of care diagnostics, and we also have these large machines that you see in big hospitals for different diagnostic purposes. And then obviously branded generic medicine as well. So that's really, really very high level. Since we only have 5 minutes to go through everything, we cannot really do justice to go deeper into all our divisions, let alone products. So, I know our focus more today is to really tell you guys what we are hiring for in Lake County. So I'll pass it back on to Aparna to start speaking a little about current open positions that we have in Lake County.
Thank you. So we can go to the next slide. As you might have seen in our virtual booth, and you can see from the slide, the opportunities that we are looking to hire for in Gurney are contract positions. But this is part of the ramp up that we are having in our diagnostics business today, and you will be employed as contract employees with Abbott. Would like to talk a little bit about what are some of the positions that we have open, give you a little bit perspective around the type of skill set that we're looking for. And then at the end of the presentation here, we can also help you understand where to go to apply for these positions and who you can reach out to, etc. So I'll start with the production specialist one. We are looking for this role for people to come in as manual assemblers to put together the products or devices together. So you're thinking about 12-hour shifts. And this is where this team is going to be working in different or multiple shifts, making sure that it is a 24/7 production. You'll be working, as you can see from here, performing work required for the assembly of the components, devices. We're looking for people that have high school diploma. And even if you don't have an experience in a manufacturing facility, we have training for these individuals, so we can put you through a one-day full training and we can get you guys started right away. Material handlers, as you can see from here, again, we're looking for people that have high school diploma, someone who can perform shipping and receiving duties for all the departments. And this person is always responsible for making sure that they're maintaining the inventories through spot checks and cycle counts. Third is a quality assurance technician role. We require people with bachelor's degree for this. If you have at least a year of experience in a quality department in a medical devices organization, that is a strong, nice to have. But we're looking for someone who can, under basic direction and supervision, perform a wide variety of activities in the quality management system. Next slide, please.
All right, I can take these, Aparna. So as Aparna mentioned, all of these, just a reminder, these are going to be contract positions. We have between all these different skills that we have around 1,000 positions, as you can see in the booth. So we are actively looking for these folks. And quality assurance specialist, and these three that I'm going to talk about is a little bit more skilled, positions than the other ones here. Quality assurance specialist, we're really looking for someone who have experience with quality management systems in a manufacturing environment, someone who have experience writing, reviewing standard operating procedures as and when required, and conduct spot checks on quality of the product, right? So these are very critical role for us to really launch our product with the best quality. And the next role is production team lead. Again, someone who have experience leading a team of 3 to 5 people in a manufacturing production environment, and also have the ability to track the goals and safety and quality of the product. So really someone who have done that is what we're looking for, that particular position. And maintenance technician also is more technical driven position, where someone who can troubleshoot production equipment, someone who's able to figure out and fix what's going on, and making sure these, as Aparna mentioned, these are 24/7 plant. So we want to make sure the machines are up and running, there is no surprises. So someone really have that technical ability and experience in, and also having that electrical background is very important for this maintenance technician job. So, really the production, the first one, the high school diploma is required. Everything else we need, like, basic experience in these areas. If you want to go to the next slide, Aparna can take you through how you can find this job and what the next steps are, really.
Yeah, and then you can see, I don't know how many of you might have visited the virtual booth. Abbott has a virtual booth in partnership with Illinois workNet that we had put up to prepare for this career fair. So you can see the link here, and when you click on the link, it takes you to a landing page that basically talks about Abbott as an organization. You will find abbott.com website link there. If you want to do additional research about the company, we have also included a link that will take you directly to apply for these positions. So any positions that you see while you click on that link are the positions that we just talked about. So you don't have to go in and do any further search there. And also we have included here a mailbox. So if you are interested, and if you have experience working in a manufacturing plant or a site, but don't see positions that posted matching your current skill set, but you're still interested in coming on board at Abbott as a contract employee, you can use that mailbox to send in all the information. And one of our representatives will be in touch with you to discuss the role in detail. But please go check out our virtual booth. You will have the information that you need there. And also, if you find opportunities, please don't forget to apply for those positions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. That was very interesting, and hopefully you'll get some good follow-up on that. It's now my privilege to introduce our next guest, which is Baxter International. Baxter is actually headquartered in Deerfield, Illinois, but has a local manufacturing firm or manufacturing facility, a campus in Round Lake, Illinois. It's a Fortune 500 American health company, focuses on a number of products, but primarily products to treat hemophilia, kidney disease, immune disorders, and other chronic and acute medical conditions. Again, another one of the many wonderful companies we have in our district. With no further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Lori Hubart, Senior Recruiter at Abbott. I'm sorry, at Baxter. Lori, you may still be on mute.
Hello, everyone. I apologize. We just had some technical difficulties, but thank you so much, Brad. This is actually Sabrina Lloyd with Baxter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sabrina.
Oh, no worries. We are honored to be a part of Illinois' first virtual job expo. Brad said it perfectly. Baxter is a global healthcare company headquartered in Deerfield, Illinois. In Illinois, we have multiple sites, including Round Lake and Vernon Hills. Additionally, across the border, we have a manufacturing site in Bloomington, Indiana. Presenting today are recruiters from our Illinois and Indiana talent acquisition teams, myself, Sabrina, Christy, and Daniel. In today's job market, we know you have options, and we hope you will consider Baxter as a future employer. Next slide.
Sabrina, we may have lost your audio again.
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
We hear you. Hi, Daniel.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Well, we'd like to share with you about who we are and what we do. Baxter is a complex organization with multinational businesses. We have 50,000 employees across 100 countries. The main reason candidates join Baxter is a shared passion towards bringing products and solutions to save and sustain the lives of patients every day. Together, we design, develop, and deliver medicine, medical devices, and technological solutions to patients who at some point in their life may need care. Next slide, please.
So at Baxter, we believe it's important to have guiding principles on how we do what we do. We measure our individual and organizational success using the One Baxter Force multiplier. Quarterly performance is reviewed and communicated to all employees worldwide. We measure our goals through 4 main focus areas, which are the patient safety and quality, growth through innovation, best place to work, industry-leading performance. Our long-term strategy for growth is through strengthening that portfolio of businesses and extending our impact through transformative innovation. So we carry out these strategies with ethics and compliance in everything we do. We use culture levers in selecting our talent and developing talent into future leaders and senior professionals. So we seek individuals with competencies that have speed, simplicity, courage, and collaboration. Just want to also mention that Baxter has earned a top 10% ranking on the Diversity Best Practices Inclusion Index for the 2nd consecutive year. So next slide, please.
Our total compensation package includes a spread of benefits and assistance to full-time employees of Baxter. Here is a summary of Baxter's offerings: medical, dental, employee health and well-being benefits, employee stock purchase program at 15% discount, incentive investment plan is Baxter's 401k and Baxter Match, flexible spending accounts, healthcare and dependent care, Baxter's educational assistance program, Baxter Credit Union, paid holidays and paid time off, paid parental leave, adoption reimbursement program, center-based childcare, and commuter benefits. Next slide, please.
At Baxter, at our Round Lake, Illinois campus, we have 2 buildings, our drug delivery building as well as our penicillin building. What we do in this manufacturing plant is we actually prepare and mix drug powder into liquid form, then fill them in IV bags through an aseptic process. The medication types that we produce in Round Lake are, the medications are non-cephalosporins, cephalosporins, and penicillin. One important thing to remember as a candidate is if you're interested in working in Round Lake in our manufacturing plant, you must not be allergic to penicillin or cephalosporin. So I just want to talk about some of our current openings and then our frequent openings that we are constantly recruiting for. So our current list of openings are in engineering, are a senior manager of operational excellence, a principal systems engineer, a senior process engineer. And then in our quality division, we have laboratory associates, validation associates, senior quality manager, and research associate. In our IT sector, we have cybersecurity architect. Our frequent openings that I really want to focus on today is in our operations and our manufacturing. So we have manufacturing technicians, which does require at least 1 year of experience working in a electrical mechanical manufacturing plant. The starting pay for our manufacturing technicians are $58,000. It does require a high school diploma or GED. Then our production technicians are the ones that are actually running our fill and mix machines. The starting pay for this is $20.70 per hour, along with the differential for working second and third or our weekend programs. And we also have our material handlers. The starting pay is $17.25 an hour, plus there is a differential for working second or third shift or even our weekend program. Our weekend program is 3 12-hour days or nights. So our days shifts are Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And our night shift on the weekend program is 6 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Next slide, please.
In Bloomington, Indiana, we have 2 facilities. The fill complex is where we formulate, mix, and fill the product. And then the packaging complex is where we package the final product and ship it to the customer. Our current openings consist of operators, Elia tech, senior calibration tech, maintenance tech, and a manufacturing supervisor, all for the fill complex. And the packaging complex, we're hiring for machine operators. And these are typically off-shift positions. Of our frequent openings, we are hiring operators that require 6 months of manufacturing experience, a high school education or GED, with a starting pay of $15.50 an hour. And those positions do offer a shift differential with a step progression plan. And we frequently hire maintenance techs that require 1 year of electrical or maintenance experience with a starting salary of $52,000 a year with the eligibility of overtime. Next slide, please.
We also have openings in Baxter Patient Delivery. It's based in Waukegan, Illinois, but we do have drivers all over the U.S. Baxter drivers deliver dialysis products to a diverse home patient base as well as kidney dialysis centers. Home patient visits consist of delivering dialysis solution, rotation of stock, and order accuracy assurance with occasional order pickups and returns. Our CDL delivery drivers and service specialists with about 2 years of experience start at $23.08 per hour. Most commonly, the shifts are 4 to 10-hour days or 5 to 8-hour days. And some of the minimum must-haves we look for candidates for these roles are listed here as well. Next slide, please.
Christy, I believe you're going to need to confirm your unmute. We can't hear you yet.
I was actually, I thought Daniel was going to talk about this slide, but I will be happy to do so. We have a customer service pharmacy tech position in Deerfield, Illinois that we hire for. These positions act as a primary contact for order fulfillment, customer product inquiries, product service calls, reverse distribution, returns, and satisfaction issues within the rental department. The great thing about this position is it's Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. These positions do require mandatory overtime. The starting pay for these positions are $19.23 an hour with the possibility of overtime pay. We are looking for individuals with 4 to 6 years of customer service experience and high school education or GED. Within this position, the candidate must become certified pharmacy tech within 2 years, and that particular certification is paid training by Baxter. Next slide, please. So Baxter Valuing Differences helps us make a difference in the lives of millions worldwide. If you could go to the next slide, please. So we encourage you to view the website, jobs.baxter.com, for any future opportunities. You can search by location or certain keywords. If you don't find anything that you're interested in at the time, you can actually set up a search agent so you're notified when we do post positions that meet your criteria. So that concludes the Baxter presentation, and we appreciate you spending time with us today, and thank you.
Great, thank you. And I'll throw it over to Senator Bush for our next company.
And
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Yeah, so our next company is Underwriters Laboratories. They're in Northbrook. Underwriters is a testing, inspection, and certification company. They are global, and they have been in business a very long time here in Illinois. Welcome, Ariel, I believe, and if you want to take it away, we would appreciate it. Can you unmute yourself? Are you okay, Ariel? Oh.
Hi, I think I'm unmuted now. My name is Brianna Morcos. I'm a talent acquisition advisor with Underwriters Laboratories. So thank you so much for the intro, and thanks for having us here. We're very excited to participate. And we are, like you said, a testing and certification company. So we're not directly in manufacturing, but we test and certify all different types of products to make sure that they're safe for both consumer use and for the environment. So safety and testing are our missions and goals. We have locations all over the globe. We've got about 15,000 employees total worldwide at this point. We've got about 110 locations globally, so it is a global brand, as was mentioned. We originated in 1894, so yes, we've been around for quite some time, and we're continuing to expand and grow, so it's been very exciting here. I work in our talent acquisition group here in human resources at our corporate facility in Northbrook. We have about 2,000 employees at our Northbrook location, and it is our corporate headquarters. Lab technicians and engineers are the bread and butter of UL, so that's the majority of our employee population. And we have 3 football fields worth of lab space at our Northbrook location. So a lot of different opportunities for technicians and engineers. So I would say most people know us from seeing that UL certification mark on the back of some type of maybe household appliance. So maybe like a light bulb, or maybe even a toaster, or holiday lighting. So that's probably where the general public is most familiar with us. But we have definitely expanded and grown over time beyond electrical and fire safety. As you can see here, we do a lot within the renewable space. We do a lot with cybersecurity now, food safety, you name it, we test and certify it. So our positions available here in Northbrook. Again, most of our technician positions are going to be electrical or mechanical in nature. Right now we're hiring for electrical technicians for both our first and second shifts, and a senior electrical technician as well. For our technicians, we typically require a high school diploma or GED equivalency with a few years of directly related experience, or an associate's degree in a technical trade. And then for senior technician level, typically that requires about 3 to 5 years of directly related experience. And then for our engineers, we hire mainly electrical and mechanical engineers. We do have some very niche businesses that require, civil engineers, chemical engineers, things of that nature. Right now we're hiring for mechanical engineers, both senior level and junior level, and then a wind turbine field engineer. Field engineers often require travel, so just know that if you're looking on our website, the positions are in the field. And then anything entry level is going to just kind of say engineer. There won't be a senior, really a project in front of it. And then anything more senior level or tenured would have a senior project in front of it. We do have other positions available in accounting and in sales and all other aspects, of a corporate facility. But again, technicians and engineering are kind of our main positions. Next slide. And the benefits of working at UL. So we really invest a lot in growth and career progression. People tend to stick around here at UL. Most of our employee population has been here for 10, 15, 20, even 30 years actually. So it tends to be a place where people find the opportunity to grow and progress within the company. We have UL University, which is a kind of university within the company. It has all of our training programs, whether you wanted to go into management or go into Lean Six Sigma or get some other certifications that are specific to engineering or something technical. We have those opportunities for you. And then total rewards. So as part of our program, our benefits program, all employees are eligible for bonus compensation that's based on individual performance and then the performance of the company. We have 401k matching up to 5% of eligible pay. And then after 1 year, we invest an additional 4% into your retirement. And then we have health, vision, dental, long-term, short-term disability, anything else that would come, with a large company, as well as paid time off, vacation, holiday, sick, and then volunteer time off as well. That's a newer perk that we're offering as well. And then if you were to apply to any of these positions, you go to our website and our careers page. If anyone has any questions or needs more information about the opportunities you have available, feel free to reach out to me. I believe that information will be distributed after this call as I work in talent acquisition. So I hire mostly for lab positions, but I'm happy to include any of my colleagues that work in other divisions as well if anyone has any questions. And that concludes my presentation. So thank you so much.
Great. I think next we have Ruprecht in Mundelein, Illinois. And Ruprecht is a solutions-driven meat processor and food manufacturer, serving both domestic and international customers in the food service and retail sectors since 1860. It's the oldest operating beef processor in the Chicago area. I'll remind everyone, Chicago is an area that was built on food, in particular beef processing. Over the last decade, Ruprecht has experienced rapid expansion due to its investment in R&D. The expanded focus within fully cooked sous vide meal solutions, side dishes, and other value-added raw materials has led to such growth. So many things have changed since 1860, but Ruprecht's mission to providing the highest quality products to our customers remains the steadfast commitment. And today, those customers include well-known independent restaurants, local and national chains, national and international distributors, and retail supermarkets and wholesale clubs. In 2014, Kilcoy Pastoral Company acquired Ruprecht. KPC processes more than 260,000 grain-fed cattle every year, with exports of beef to more than 20 countries, making it one of Australia's 5 largest beef processors. So with no further ado, I'm happy to turn it over to Taisha Rodriguez, the HR manager at Ruprecht. And as we're on a new platform today, Taisha, you might still be on mute.
And I believe we have Griselda on to present for them today. Griselda, you're unmuted. Can you
Oh, I'm sorry,
talk
Griselda.
okay?
Griselda, I'll turn it over to you.
Griselda, if you're talking, we can't hear you. You might be double muted on your end. I can see you're unmuted on our end.
Hello.
We can hear you now.
Griselda, you're unmuted if you're ready to go.
Yeah, you're unmuted, Griselda. There's nobody talking. That's why I can't hear anything.
Olivia, what I might do while we're waiting for Griselda to get up is maybe take some of the questions for the others. And before we go on, let me make sure that we thank Olivia and Southern Illinois University, who's helping us today with our work and putting this together. We couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much for that. But
And I think that's a great idea if we want to take a couple of the questions we got. Griselda was going to log off and log back in to see if that would fix her sound issue.
great. So one of the challenges of the COVID world we live in and living on all these platforms. So I've got a question for Abbott, if I can. And these are coming in off of from the presentation. So this is a question from one of the watchers of our program. Are there higher level positions, manufacturing, engineering, or operations director, plant manager, et cetera, available? And if there are, how would one contact you?
And I'm getting them unmuted here really quickly.
Great.
I can take that question. The positions that we highlighted here today are the ones that we are hiring in high volume. So that's why we particularly highlighted those, but we do have other positions open and posted. I would encourage anybody looking for anything other than these higher level jobs to check out Abbott's career page. That's where you can see all our positions posted for all different divisions.
Okay. So I've got a question too that someone submitted for Abbott also, and that's production specialist positions. Can those individuals sit during a 12-hour shift?
Yes, during the assembling time, they are sitting, but when the products are moving to the machines, then they will stand up. So it has a combination. During the manual assembly, yes, they are sitting.
Great. I've got a question as we're waiting for her to sign back on. This is for UL. Actually, two questions for UL. One, and just so I understand, I know it was originally Underwriters Laboratories, but do you guys go by UL now, or is it still Underwriters Laboratory?
That's a good question. We typically go by UL now, but we still use Underwriters Laboratories, so either or.
Got it. That's perfect. And as looking for information on sales positions, where would one be able to get more information about the sales positions for UL?
Yeah, so those would be available on our UL careers page. So if you filter by location, you can do so for Northbrook or any other location that you'd be interested in, and the most recent positions for any industry will be available on that site.
Great, thank you.
Do we have any other questions we want to go over?
Yeah, I think that I've got another one. I was just trying to wait and see if we were ready to move on yet. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for being so patient. I think it's going pretty well, considering this is new territory for all of us. But I've got a question for Baxter. What are the jobs fresher or no experience people can apply for? And this person says, you know, they have a degree, but no work experience, and they're trying to find a job from a company who might provide initial training. And we do actually have a couple questions on training for all the companies, but this one was specifically for Baxter.
I mean, I can speak specifically for Bloomington, Indiana. If they have a college degree, we will take that in lieu of the experience, and we do provide training. Our training is 2 to 3 weeks, classroom training, and then 3 to 4 weeks of on-the-job training.
Okay, so if I can follow up, we just love Bloomington, Indiana, but what are the cases for the jobs here in Lake County? Any of those are in the same situation?
If Daniel and Sabrina want to jump on and grab that question.
Yeah, we have a very similar process as to Bloomington, classroom training as well as on-the-job training.
Great. So it sounds like you do have some of those programs. And how would they contact you? Just through the email after this, just to look into any of those issues? Get some information? Okay, well, I'm being told.
Sorry, I wasn't able to unmute.
That's okay. I'm being told by my staff that, Senator, we've sent out all that information. So apparently everyone has that. Excuse me for being late on that one. Anyway, and how are we doing? Are we closer to having the next company back on, or do we have time for more questions? Congressman, do you know?
We have time.
Absolutely. All right, so I've got a question for Baxter as well. One, an observation of great disappointment. I've had the chance to tour the facility in Round Lake. It is one of the more interesting manufacturing facilities I've ever seen, but I'm allergic to penicillin, so I just learned today that I can't work there. But with respect to the pharmacy tech positions for Baxter, someone who has previous work experience, but not specifically in customer service, would prior roles be considered? If they've worked with clients, is it something that's, can you look at transferable skills?
For the pharmacy tech customer service, I would say yes, that they could, we would take in consideration the transferable skills as long as they have some sort of account management experience.
Right.
Client facing, yes.
But there's no way to get around the penicillin allergy. I'm kind of stuck with that.
Unfortunately not.
Good news for me. I've toured also, and I do not have that allergy, and I'm looking at some pretty incredible jobs here. Thank you.
And this is Olivia Miller with SIU. We never got Ruprecht back on, so we will not be hearing from them today, but they do have an employer booth set up on Illinois WorkNet that highlights all their job opportunities and provides information on their business. So we're going to get that shared in the chat so you guys have the ability to access that on your own time to explore their opportunities as well.
Great. And as I said, this is a company that's been around since 1860. And it is growing in new markets and in new ways. So please check out their information. As with all the companies we have, not just the ones who spoke today, again, thanks to Abbott, to Baxter and UL. But please check, as I said, we have more than 50 employers. Olivia, maybe even more on the website, correct?
Correct. Yes, our employer booth is full of different employers, and if you go to the Illinois WorkNet virtual job fair site, you can actually type in Melinda Bush or Brad Schneider's name, and it's going to pull back any booths that have been set up and associated with their event, so you can easily find all of those. You can also search by your zip code too.
That's awesome. So I do have one more question that came through. Do Baxter or Abbott hire clinical resource associates? If so, would someone with a college degree and work experience in another area or areas be eligible to be trained for CRA? Anybody, Baxter, Abbott, somebody want to take a stab at that one?
Sorry,
Sorry,
oh, go ahead, Abbott.
no, go ahead. I was just asking to repeat the question, sorry.
Aparna, I can take that. I think it's about CRA positions, correct? The entry-level CRA roles. Yes, we do hire CRAs. Most of the time, when we look at CRAs, we're looking for people with a couple of years experience, at least working at a CRO. But, you know, every now and then we do have level 1 positions where we take you know, folks with a degree and some kind of internship experience in the clinical area.
And I just want to, we're getting close to time and we do have two more presenters we're going to hear from. So I would like to take a minute to turn things over to Eva Locke, who is going to be talking to us about some resources available. And then David Garvey is going to be kind of going over the information on how you can access some more information on the booths and the different Get Hired initiative resources that have been made available to Illinois citizens.
Great, thank you.
So if we could, yep, it looks like Eva is unmuted and ready to take over.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm wearing a new headset and I feel so official. I got my little microphone and everything. However, I do not have a camera on this computer, so you won't see my picture, but you will see next to my name a picture of the Job Center of Lake County, which is what I wanted to talk to you about. We are located in Waukegan and have been serving Lake County for many years. I've been working for Lake County, the Job Center for over 20 years, and it's been around longer than that. The Job Center is operated by a consortium of Lake County Workforce Development, the Illinois Department of Employment Security, and the College of Lake County. Our mission is to connect employers and the workforce to fuel economic growth and well-being in Lake County. We are part of the National American Job Center system. Today I'm sharing with you our website, which is lakecountyjobcenter.com. Again, the quickest way to get to our website is just type in lakecountyjobcenter.com. There's a variety of resources on this website. And the first thing I wanted to let you know is down toward the bottom of our website, we do list our social media platforms. And if you want to see the latest and greatest breaking news, you can follow us or like us on our social media. You can see we were just tweeting out today about the event that you're participating in now, as well as some other resources within the community. What I want to show you today is we put together 4 virtual tools for you when the pandemic struck. And there, I've got a one page where those are all linked. If you go on our website and click on Job Seekers, it's toward the top of the page. You're going to see all 4 virtual tools. And hang in with me because the final virtual tool involves money. But I'm going to go to the bottom here and mention to you that we have a job opportunities page, and you can upload your resume to this page in order to be considered for a work experience. That's an internship or employment referral by our business service team. The jobs posted on the job opportunities page are positions submitted to us by local employers who are hiring right now during the pandemic. We also have a calendar of events and a full calendar of workshops such as this for individuals who are seeking employment. Those workshops include our job search resources during COVID-19, where we share with you some top tips for what job search looks like right now. We also have a specific workshop about your brand image and resume, and some industry snapshot workshops during September, we are focusing on the transportation, distribution, and logistics industry. We'll have 2 events, one where you can speak with an employer and another one where you'll learn about training opportunities. We have then put together many of our resources into what we call the self-directed 5 steps to your next job. At your own leisure, you can click into this, watch videos, and access web tools to help you conduct a better job search so you can land a position more quickly. And then here's the resource with the dollars involved. It's a virtual information session. Lake County Workforce Development administers under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, or WIOA. We administer a grant that can help you to transition careers and receive additional training. To find out more, access this website. You'll watch a slideshow and then apply through the WIOA pre-screening application. We will be contacting you shortly to give you the next steps then. We have been able to fund individuals for $7,000 of training to help them transition careers. In certain cases, in the medical industry, we can fund individuals for up to $10,000 of training. They do need to qualify, and there's a process involved. So get started by watching our virtual information session. Thank you. I'm going to unshare here.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Eva. Up next, we have David Garvey with the SIU team on. He's going to be talking about the Get Hired Illinois initiative.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Garvey, and I'm a content manager for SIU, and I work with Illinois WorkNet. I wanted to let you all know that today's session is being recorded and will be available on the employer booth pages in our virtual job fair area for each of the employers who presented today. And those links have been provided in the chat. And so for Get Hired Illinois, this is a web portal that has been designed to connect workers with available job and career opportunities across the state of Illinois. And so from this landing page, job seekers can search for job postings, and employers can find candidates to fill those positions through Illinois Job Link. And those are these first 2 buttons here that lead to the Illinois Job Link landing pages for job seekers and employers. Additionally, with the WorkNet virtual job fair tool, job seekers can find which employers in Illinois are hiring by looking at their employer booth page. And this was shared previously in the chat, and so you can look for employers that are hiring in Illinois using this search here, or to look at upcoming events with a calendar view by clicking this virtual job fair events button. Illinois has also partnered with Coursera to offer free online IT, information technology training courses. And these courses are free to register for and complete. However, you must register for the courses before the end of September and complete the courses by the end of this year. And this online training opportunities button leads to this page on Illinois WorkNet with more information about Coursera. And additionally, there's a couple buttons here below where you can apply for unemployment insurance and access additional resources that are available to job seekers. And finally, I would also like to point out that all the resources that have been mentioned are free to use for both job seekers and employers. And with that, we will close out, and I will turn things back over to Ariel.
All right, thank you everyone. And I want to thank all of our presenters and our participants today for participating in the virtual job expo with State Senator Melinda Bush and Congressman Brad Schneider. Please be sure to tune back in with us tomorrow at 1 o'clock to hear from employers in transportation, distribution, and logistics industry. So thank you guys again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. So hopefully we'll see a lot of you tomorrow. Congressman Schneider, thanks so much.